Hey everybody!
It is October already.
We are so slow at doing this.
We are very bad at getting our home vlogs done. Anyway.
Well, we've had a fair bit going on. So we've been doing the podcast, and
Yes.
we've been trying to get time to edit the vlog. So the first one of
The first vlog just went out, so if you haven't seen that already, go and check out our travel day vlog. Day one is coming out this weekend, and yeah, so we have been busy. It's just that we've been promising this merch haul for the last 3 weeks.
We've barely been able to touch stuff. We've got the box of like merch. We've touched some stuff, but we still have a lot of stuff that we want to start doing things with.
So it's been left, packed
waited.
away.
Yeah,
but today is finally the day. So, shall we get started?
Let's do it.
And I think where we should start, before we dive into the very big box that's just over here, is that we start going through what's on our shelf up here. Obviously, we're in a different room. We hadn't even addressed this yet.
Yeah, we did say that we were going to do this, so we were going to have a room where we do this, so it's kind of like, you know.
Well, this is it. This is
it.
now
This is the room.
our studio space in what used to be our dining
Studio,
room.
I think, is a bit. It's a room that we're going to film videos in.
Yes.
So I guess, well.
Studio space. That's okay. We're on YouTube.
Like we're professional at this. but essentially, we some of the stuff we got a few bits that we knew that because we put the shelf up here before we went away.
Yeah, and this definitely directed how we spent some of our spending money while we were in Florida, because we knew we wanted to get some things to put up here to be a part of this space.
Yeah.
So things that represented us, things that represented how we feel about Disney, and just how we do Disney.
Just some cool Disney stuff.
Yeah. So let's go through this first, and then we can move on to the big box, right?
Should we start on that end?
Okay. So we're not going to get all of these bits and pieces down because that would just take forever. But we bought ourselves a Mickey plush.
We've got a few.
We've got little ones, but this is probably the biggest one we've ever bought. And we've never bought ourselves a Sorcerer Mickey plush.
Which is classic. If you're going to have a Mickey, you need to have a Sorcerer Mickey.
Yeah, so in fact, that was one of the very last things we bought, and we decided, you know what? We need this in our Disney life. So we picked that up, I think at the Dumbo Tent Storybook.
Yeah, Storybook Circus.
Yes, that place. And then moving along, behind this hat here.
Well, I think we need to grab.
You want to get that down?
Without looking everything everywhere.
There's a small chance you might.
So when we went to Olga's Cantina, you will see eventually in the vlogs, we were there at
7 a.m.
7 a.m. and I saw before we went over there that these mugs were available with the Yub Nub.
Yeah.
Now the Yub Nub has many different rums in it. And so you have to order that to get this special mug. So I was drinking rum at 7 in the morning, which is not what I normally do, but the mug is awesome, and I knew that I wanted to display it. So what better way than to use it as a plant pot?
Absolutely.
And I don't know if you can see. You won't be able to see because it's a long way away and I can't tip it up. But it actually says on the bottom that it's first edition. And
you didn't realise that they said that until you were drinking out of the mug.
Yeah. So I don't know if they still have first edition mugs at Olga's Cantina, but yeah, that was well worth it. And it's a real plant. It doesn't drain, but it doesn't use much water, so it should be okay. But yeah, so that's cool. I love that design, and it's Endor for those Star Wars fans. It's Endor, so it's very much Return of the Jedi. So that's super cool.
It's like boyhood dreams.
It is. I'm going to knock everything down, aren't
I know.
There's like annual passes in the way down.
Okay, so next up, we have, oh my gosh, the price is still on this. We bought a classic Mickey Mouse hat. I remember always wanting one of these as a child, never got one. So I've now fulfilled that in my very adult life. And instead of having my name or just Scott's name, we went for CharltonsDoDisney. We got this in mouse gear. In fact, when we bought it and they first put the embroidery on, the guy who did it actually came over to us and said that he was not happy with the way the machine had done it the first time. And he showed it to us and it was a bit dodgy. So they kindly took that away, got a new one and did it again. So that was really, really kind of them. And I'm really, really glad we finally got that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah. Next up.
That was existing. So that's a limited edition. We got that from Disneyland Paris. but that's not part of this merch haul, so we won't talk about that today. Safe to say, it is a very cool Mickey Mouse.
Sugarboo. We spent a lot of time and quite a bit of money in Sugarboo in Disney Springs. In fact, we went there 2 or 3 times separately and bought things.
It's one of those places that I think if you had one of those locally, your house would become a Sugarboo showroom because it's super cool stuff.
And I think one of the reasons we went back and back again is because they accepted annual pass holder discounts, so we got 20% off everything. Cool. And they also sent the stuff we bought back to our resort as well, which just
from Disney Springs, that's really cool.
Made it really even easier. So we have these really pretty letters, which of course are CDD, Charlton's to Disney.
It's like an episode of Sesame Street.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. We're not going to start doing silly voices.
No. And no songs.
We should have a song. Okay.
While we're talking about Sugarboo, let's mention the other Sugarboo items on the shelf.
I need to move.
You will. We have the notebook.
Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to use it for.
I didn't know that was going to go up there. I thought that was just something you were going to use.
It will be used. It's just up there until I decide what I'm going to use it for. So it's a leather bound notebook with a Peter Pan quote on it, and it says, "To live will be an awfully big adventure."
I'm quite jealous how much I've got.
I really like that. I don't know if I can put it up to you. Can you see that? But it's super cool. I haven't decided what to use it for yet, so until I do decide, it will live up there.
And then also that paperweight there, that came from Sugarboo too.
So again, another quote.
Peter Pan again. Faith, trust and pixie dust.
So you can see that. I don't know how it's reflecting, but that's super cool. Really, really like that. Very cool. So yeah, Sugarboo is one of our favourite kind of non-Disney stores.
And that's not the last of what we bought in there either.
I think obviously Bass Pro is our favourite non-Disney store. Are you agreeing with me? You agreeing with me that Bass Pro is our favourite non-Disney store?
Us collectively, maybe.
Yeah. So that's Sugarboo.
Yeah.
Did we get some other stuff in there?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And then moving on from Sugarboo for now, we picked up a couple of items from Wilderness Lodge because that is our home resort for DVC. We own at Copper Creek, so in order to express that, we decided to pick up a couple of items. First one being the totem.
I had to get the totem. The full life-size version is at the front of the Mercantile.
Outside the front door of the Mercantile,
So we got the smaller version, and it has Disney's Wilderness Lodge written on the back.
I didn't even know that!
Well, there you go. But yeah, so that is super cool. We love that. We love Wilderness Lodge immensely. So we had to get that. And then I grabbed, and it was the only one there, and I didn't see another one during the entire stay. And I kind of want to use it, but if I can't get another one, I don't want to. So I've got to wait a year now.
The amount of resort-specific merch at Wilderness Lodge, I think it was going through a bit of a change because there were some items that were brand new, and then I actually don't know whether this is part of the new one or left over from the old one. So it was in a bit of a state of change, and I think that's why you only had just that one there.
But that's that mug, and it is super cool. One thing we tried to get that we couldn't find, that they just didn't have, and we asked every cast member we could find, is Copper Creek merchandise.
Yeah,
anything Copper Creek.
Nothing at all.
There wasn't nothing at all. So we got a few Wilderness Lodge bits, but we'll have to keep looking for Copper Creek stuff. Maybe in the future they might bring something else out.
The whole DVC range of merchandise has just changed literally like a week or two after we left, so perhaps that's going to start.
And then this happens all the time. So we obviously September is their merch like swap over time, because we wanted specific kind of DVC or Wilderness Lodge merch, and we always want Epcot merch. And it's always when we get home that they release the new stuff, and the Epcot stuff where it's gone through that new overhaul with the new logo, and and it looks, so that's just been released in this last week, so we've been looking over that kind of like, gotta wait a year.
It just would have made us spend more money. We spent enough.
Yeah, we did.
Next up, I think, is the jar.
Yeah.
Which we bought
there you go.
in Magic Kingdom on day one. This was a day one purchase. I know because I've already been looking at the vlog footage for the next vlog episode, and I know that's when we bought this. So I think you decided ahead of us actually getting to Disney World that you wanted to pick up this item, specifically this item.
I had like done kind of shopping online, like picking out what I wanted before we even went. But this was one of them. So this in
Memento Mori.
They do the whole range. So there's all different jars of all different characters from the Haunted Mansion. This one is Victor Geist.
It is.
He is the organist.
Yes.
I think this was an annual pass holder
jar. I think that's why you went for it, because it was annual pass holder.
And that sounds really bad. I hate this, but it was just because anything that's kind of slightly limited or difficult to get hold of, whatever it is, I love it. You know, it could be something from Disney, or it could be like, I don't know, a spade, whatever. If it's limited, I like it. So this one, so that's the front, and then if you look from the back, you can see. You might not be able to see it until I turn it on. But essentially, when you press the top of the lid down,
be sure to bring your death certificate.
And there's a few different ones. I'm going to have to go through them. I'm going to have to.
Friends next of kin, summon a spirit from the mansion. Ghoulies travel from near and far. All invited to reside in a jar.
That's cool. And then we got to the last one.
There are 3.
It's amazing. I'm going to put that back on the shelf while that carries on. But with it, you get, there's a death certificate for Victor Geist.
What's that?
And that is like, you wouldn't be able to see this, I've not taken it off. It's like a chain thing with a...
Like a charm?
Yeah, it's like a musical, it's like his organist, like...
That's very cool.
But yeah, so that's really cool.
And there are different jars within that range with different characters from the Haunted
I really
Mansion.
want the Hatbox Ghost one, so maybe next year.
The Hatbox Ghost, I think there may be a Constance one.
So the box is, and there's one thing to be aware of, because it doesn't look that big, but the box that it comes in is pretty massive. And of course, and it looks really cool, the box. I think I've got it down there, I should kind of show you really. But yeah, so if we've been bringing them back, it's just space. So we can only fit one.
But you purposely went out with half a suitcase full, knowing that you were going to fill it up.
And still managed to come back overweight.
Yes. Last of all on the shelf, you've got your popcorn bucket from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I wouldn't get that one down if I were you.
I'm not getting it down. But I'd seen the mouse droid available as a popcorn bucket in Galaxy's Edge. And again, like the Yubnub mug, I knew that would be awesome as a plant holder.
It works really well.
It does. So I've lined it with like double, triple kind of polythene bags, so soil and water doesn't go everywhere. But yeah, so that's living up there. But it's such a cool. If you're a Star Wars fan, the mouse droid's iconic. I love the mouse droid, and I really hope in the Disney hotel that they have them whizzing around the hotel.
That would be so cool.
Has to happen. Because they can program it like those Hoovers and stuff.
Roombas.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they could do. Maybe they could clean it. There wouldn't be mousekeeping. There would be Roomba mouse droids.
Mouse droids. God, Roomba should be all over that.
Disney should pay us for that idea.
Yeah. But it should be like delivering drinks. Anyway, they can sort of... Or no, R2 with his tray on like from Return of the Jedi.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Oh, I can't wait for the the Star Wars hotel.
Yes, we probably will have to refrain from buying any merch that year just to be able to pay to go there.
But yeah, so that's what we've done. So that's the mouse droid. Super cool. Worth... I don't think I ate all the popcorn, but I had to get the popcorn just to get the mouse droid. And it's super cool, so love that very much. So that's our shelf. We might change stuff, we might add to it. But yeah, that's our...
I think it's safe to say the things that appear on this shelf, are going to closely reflect us or reflect what we're most into at the time, I think.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
interesting.
So, other merch stuff.
Should we go for some clothing?
Yeah.
Let's go for some clothing. Okay.
There's some stuff here, we were just sorting the clothes out before we started filming, and there's like stuff that I forgot we even bought. There's like a couple of t-shirts.
So you forgot you bought.
Yeah, and a Spirit jersey that I forgot I bought.
Well, you went a little bit crazy with the clothing this year.
I'll tell you, the easiest way to start is this one.
Yes.
I bought this one. So this was a hooded Walt Disney World Spirit jersey.
Which we hadn't even seen or seen online or anything. We didn't know it was a thing until we got there. And I think you spotted it quite early and decided you probably did want to get it. But we didn't pick it up until quite near the end of the trip.
No, so I had got a few Spirit jerseys anyway. Don't have a hooded one, so I wanted to get a hooded one, which is cool. It's a slightly lighter fabric.
Oh, it's much lighter.
Yeah, and you know I'm like warm-blooded, so I don't like to be wearing big heavy jumpers. So yeah, so it's super cool, and it has, you won't be able to see it probably, but it has Walt Disney World.
See, that's the only thing with the hood is that covers.
But it's subtle. I think it's cool because if you know,
cool.
you know what it is.
Yeah.
So that was one of the purchases.
Okay, should we just go through this pile in the order it's in?
Go on then. Okay. There was a theme, obviously, this trip because Galaxy's Edge opened.
To be fair, this trip was always going to be about you and your love for Star Wars. So you did go to town with the bits and bobs.
I know. So, a Star Wars. Which one is that? The Black Spire Outpost Galaxy's Edge t-shirt?
So this was an opening day t-shirt.
Yeah, so it has the opening date on there.
And it's also an annual pass holder.
It was an annual pass holder exclusive one. It was opening day, had to be done, got it. Next one, good standard Disney t-shirt.
I really like this design.
It's a cool design. It's not in your face Disney.
And the number of designs for t-shirts anyway that were available this time compared to 2 years ago when we were last there was just so many more. I mean, I couldn't bought so many.
I think this was on one of those deals where you buy two and you get them for like $22 or something. So I've got another one down there that was on that deal, but it's cool. Oh, so this was the pass holder Illuminations farewell.
And here's the thing,
t-shirt.
Had we actually gone and done our merch haul earlier when we said we would, you could have worn this on the 30th of September, just a couple of days ago.
So I've not worn it yet because I've been waiting for this, so I've not actually been able to wear it. So now it's actually gone. And I still haven't worn the t-shirt.
And the nice thing is, it's a rag-on t-shirt, it has longer sleeves, it's autumn now, so perfect time of year.
Perfect. So that's that. I don't have anywhere to put stuff. It seems like all my stuff's in this order. I think your
There's
stuff
a few of mine coming up next.
Cool. This was the other t-shirt that was on the... you get
look, this one still has stickers on.
The stickers on, so there you go.
I like this one.
I know, it's cool. So yeah, so they were 22 each when you buy two. So that's those.
I mean, let's put it out there, you pretty much just live in Disney t-shirts, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Only Disney t-shirts.
Pretty much. But I know there's a couple of non-Disney t-shirts down there that I forgot about that I'll be wearing too.
I haven't forgotten about that. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, I know. I was excited when I found it.
I know that this next one is mine. Okay,
yes.
So this one I bought in Tomorrowland, and it is Carousel of Progress. There's a big, great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. I love that song. I love Carousel of Progress. I did not see this anywhere else. I just happened to see it, I think, in the Merchant of Venus store, and just purely because I hadn't seen it anywhere else, and it was one of my favourite attractions. Had to get it.
Yeah.
Really cool. Happy about that. Next one. Oh, okay. Spirit jerseys. I already have two. I have the candy floss one, and I have the kind of grey, like mottly one. I don't know. It's
like
probably
tie-dye, isn't it?
It's a bit of a strange one, but it's nice.
Stone
I like it.
Wash.
I wear them a lot, and I thought I would want another Spirit jersey, but actually, when we first got there, I didn't really see one that I really wanted. Then I did see this amazing Star Wars one.
Which I'm really surprised at. I'm really surprised you got it.
Right, I am. At first, I didn't like it purely because of the gold. I'm not a shiny sequins, metallic kind of a person when it comes to clothing. But I saw a girl wearing this around Epcot towards the end of the trip, and I just thought, I actually really like that. The back is extremely cool, and yes, there's more gold, but it's a little bit more subtle, and I do love the star print inside the font. And there's a Star Wars movie coming out in a couple of months.
And you've got something to wear.
And I now have something to wear to the cinema. I have actually already worn this quite a lot.
You have, yeah.
So I'm very happy with that.
Cool.
Sticking on a Star Wars theme for me, I bought this one in Galaxy's Edge on opening day, if I can hold it up properly. This is a shirt that came from the First Order store. It has some Arabesh here, which if I was really smart I could tell you what it says, but I can't remember. Do you know what it says? You don't know what it says. It has some very, very cool, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on there, but it has some very cool seams in the back.
Have that. First Order.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Very unusual for me because I never normally buy anything that's like the bad guys. I'm more of a kind of good guys kind of person, and I've bought Resistance style clothing before plenty of times, never anything bad. I did have a rather embarrassing moment with this because I wore it the next day when we went back into Galaxy's Edge. I don't know if you remember, in the cantina, and the cast member came up to me and started interacting with me in that way they do in Galaxy's Edge, and accusing me of being bad and spying because I was wearing stuff for the First Order. And I just didn't click. I think because it was 7 a.m.
It was 7 a.m.
And I just wasn't on. I just kind of looked at her like, what are you talking about? And ruined what should have been a very magical moment. So that's my fault and I'm sorry.
Yes. So no, next time, if you go to the cantina, get ready to go into character.
Yeah, if you're wearing something of
to be honest, anywhere in Galaxy's Edge.
The cast member
if you're going to interact with the cast
amazing.
members, they are so good at being in character the whole time. So yeah, get ready. Watch all the Star Wars movies if you haven't. Except for the first prequels.
I've got a couple of things here that we got in the outlets. So we did go to the outlets on a couple of occasions. We went to both of them, and only really had limited success.
We didn't have a fantastic time with the outlets, and it's our fault because we went to the one at Vineland at a rubbish time. We went in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, so it had been ransacked, and we went to the one at the end of iDrive. We went there for opening.
We went there earlier in the morning. Here's the thing,
it wasn't great.
From all the things I've read about online and heard people saying is the a few years ago the outlets were a bit of a hidden gem and not many people knew about them.
But now.
And now everybody's vlogged it, us included, so everybody knows about it. And you know what? It's great for Disney because they're selling out of stuff there. But it does mean if you get there late in the day, a lot of things will be sold out, and I have seen in the morning the lines coming out of the store just to get in there. So it's all our faults. But there you go. But I did get some cool stuff. Because I'm quite short, I was able to raid the kids section, and the kids extra large t-shirts fit me. And in the outlets they were $9.99. So I have one Mickey Mouse Who's the Leader of the Club t-shirt, which I love, nice ringer t-shirt. And then I have another ringer t-shirt. Traditional Mickey Mouse Club logo in red and white. Again, only $9.99. Can't go wrong.
They called a ringer t-shirt.
They called a ringer t-shirt. Did you not know that?
No. Why? Because of the. Fair enough.
Learn something new every day.
Not a fashion person. I don't know.
This I bought, and I'm kicking myself. It is the Pirates of the Caribbean Spirit jersey, which I love. I think it first came out a couple of years ago. And it was a really good price. It was down to just $24.99. But in my, enthusiasm, I picked up the wrong size. And consequently, this is a medium. And really, I should be in a small. So this hangs off me.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I may not even keep it. I may sell it. I don't know. I don't want to. I want to make it work, but it's huge.
What about like a PJ situation?
That's the only other thing I can think of. Maybe I will. I really don't want to have to get rid of it.
It is super cool though. Although it does look a little bit, where's Wally? But it is cool. It is really cool.
Yeah.
And they did have them in small. You just picked up.
I just picked the wrong one because they were right there as we came in the door, and it's on the vlog. I think we go through the door. You go, ooh, Pirates of the Caribbean Spirit jersey, and I go, ooh, oh my gosh, and I get really excited and I just pick up the wrong size, and it's all my fault. Anyway.
Oh, it's me.
Back to you.
I love this t-shirt. It's a very cool t-shirt. I'm busting.
I remember you were very insistent on getting this. And there was a moment where you thought you weren't going to be able to go back to where you got it and get it again, and you were quite annoyed.
They didn't have the sizes, so
yes.
so I was getting quite upset. But it is the Expedition Everest Mountain Rescue t-shirt.
I like that.
Really wanted this t-shirt. I don't normally wear red t-shirts, but I love this. Busting to wear it. So now we've done this video, I can. So yeah, I kept seeing it obviously in the Everest store, and I think they had it in one of the other stores Animal Kingdom, but
very close to where the Tree of Life is. Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't have my size, so I kept checking, and you go back, and that's what you've got to do. Keep checking, and eventually they did. So I got that. Another Star Wars Galaxy's Edge T-shirt, and this was the the landing.
So this one was available to buy before
it opened, and I wanted to make sure I got one of those because I figured that after it had opened, the one saying it's going to open soon aren't going to be available. So I wanted that. So I forgot about these.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about these.
Yeah. So, if anyone knows me, they know that I love two things, and that's Star Wars and Harry Potter. So I was busting to get something Harry Potter this trip, and this is what I got because I love the Borgin and Burke store. And do you know there was another T-shirt in Borgin and Burke's that was really, it had all the spells on.
Yeah.
And I really liked it, but this one edged it. So yeah, Borgin and Burke, absolutely love that T-shirt. And if you're not a Harry Potter fan, no one will have a clue what this is.
I tell you what, it kind of makes me think of a pub.
Yeah, it does look like a good old style British pub.
Yeah.
But if you don't know Harry Potter, you won't know what that is, which I like that.
If you don't know Harry Potter, where have you been?
What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And this one, okay, this was a sneaky little purchase. The magic is in the hole.
Oh, this is your Voodoo Donut
Voodoo
shirt.
Donuts, yeah.
Yay!
Had to get. They had some really cool designs in Voodoo Donuts.
They actually had some really cool merch overall, actually.
As well as, awesome donuts.
The donuts are amazing.
They're massive. They are huge.
And they're so much cheaper than I thought they were going to be.
Do you know what? I thought they were going to be kind of like $7, $8 each. Because, that's what you kind of think, slightly inflated prices, the size of them, the quality of them. And they were like just a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
$3.
I think we got like a big box and we had 2 each. And we bought them on our last night of the trip and we took them out onto City Walk and ate them by the sunset.
Yeah.
So romantic.
And finally, Spirit jersey that I bought in the American Pavilion in Epcot.
I love this.
So USA Epcot World Showcase on the front and then on the back. Super cool. Super cool. I've not seen that before and I saw that and absolutely.
I'm really jealous. I kind of wish I'd got that for myself now.
So, yeah, but I kind of forgot about that. So, the weather is here now. I can start wearing it.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's cool. So I think that is most of the clothes.
I think that is, yeah, pretty much. Let's move this aside. So.
It's like Christmas morning.
It does feel a bit like Christmas. Especially when there's things that you didn't even remember that you'd got.
Just without the messy paper.
Okay. I'm going to pull the box over. Okay.
Oh, go careful.
Okay. Whew. First up is a hat I got for myself in Sugaboo. I knew I wanted to get a hat like this year. I thought I was going to have to go to Chapel Hats and pay a fortune, which I could have done, but this was only $24 and I got my annual pass discount off it as well.
Bargain.
So it was a complete bargain. I love it. And again, it's the right time of year to start wearing something like this. So I'm very happy with that. What else should we go through? Should we go through these bits sticking up?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one first.
This isn't the order in which we bought them.
No. So this is of the ones we bought. This is the one we got last. This pennant came from Mouse Gear.
It's in Mouse Gear.
Yeah. So it came. I think they call these fan packs.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with fanny packs. Fan pack.
So you get a pin, button, badge, sticker, and then the pennant itself. So
just whack me in the nose.
And we got this because we got the ones you'll see. We got Magic Kingdom ones in the outlet. So just so you can see the difference. So we paid $20 for this.
But it's worth it because with this logo, technically this is
it doesn't exist anymore. So yeah. So anyway, but we got this. It was $20. But we had to get this to go with the other ones, so we had a bit of a set. Because the ones that we got in the outlet.
How many did we get?
Well, because we're going to do a bit of a thing, aren't we? A bit of a thing.
Maybe we'll do a giveaway.
A bit of a giveaway.
If you're interested in any potential giveaways that we have coming up, I would recommend you follow us on Instagram at CharltonsDoDisney.
Yeah.
Because that will be where we'll be hosting them.
Because there's going to be a bundle put together that we will do a giveaway with, and some of these will form part of that. So these are the Magic Kingdom ones, which are awesome. So we've got 3 of these. So again, the pin button badge, sticker.
I love these. I
the
love the design. I love the colours.
The colours are amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
And these in the outlet were 99 cents.
No, you're joking.
99 cents.
Oh my gosh.
So $20 in the store in Epcot. They didn't have Epcot ones in the outlet, otherwise I wouldn't have paid $20, obviously. But yeah, 99 cents.
I had it in my head they were like $3.
No, 99 cents.
Just whack me with the end again.
Yeah. Good weapons.
Okay, I think we should maybe...
Right, let's just get these out of the box, because these aren't... Sorry, just filming the top of my head. These are merch, I guess, but just to clear up any confusion that there still is around these thermal detonator soda bottles, you can bring them back in your luggage.
Well, they're in the UK right now, so...
Yeah, you can bring them back. What are they called? The airline security people?
TSA.
Yeah, they released a statement saying, no, it's fine, you can carry these back. So yeah, so we bought 4 of them back.
I think we put them in our hold luggage, we didn't take the tops off.
Yeah, we drank everything from there, we put them empty in our hold luggage, and no issue at all. So you can bring this back.
Okay. We should have picked this one out just before those, actually. We picked up in the outlets again for 99 cents each, these amazing Epcot lanyards, which, you know, obviously Epcot's going through some major changes at the moment, but if you're like us and you still love the changes but love vintage Epcot, then these might be right up your street.
We were there, literally, it was the same thing that happened. We saw this merch come out
on a preview,
but it wasn't available to buy until like the week after we got home on our last trip.
In 2017, yeah.
But we again found it in the outlet for 99 cents.
It's amazing.
But I love that design. Absolutely love that design. I love those colours.
So one is for us, but the other will find its way into a giveaway.
Part of the giveaway.
Fantastic.
Exciting times.
Okay, what else do we have in here? It really is like Christmas.
I know. Well, I guess we'll do the pins last, because we'll have to do some kind of like stuff with the pins.
Stuff to show you. Okay. Magnets. We actually have 2 of this particular magnet. These again also came from the outlet. They were 99 cents again, I think. So yeah, Scott and I we picked one up separately away from each other and then came back towards one another in the store and went, look at this magnet I've got.
We'll get both.
Yeah, so we got them both.
99 cents.
And then because this year we became annual pass holders, we were there for the release of 2 of the annual pass holder magnets. I think the mini one came out first, and we had to pick that one up in Epcot.
Yeah.
That's for food and wine. Chef Mini, obviously. And then the Simba magnet came out in Animal Kingdom just a few days later, really. But we have 3 of each because all 3 of us are annual pass holders, so...
Which made sense to do. I won't go into it now, but it made sense to get the annual pass now, because we got it before the price increase, and then the renewal prices are really good going forward as well.
Mm-hmm. So we'll renew our annual passes for next year.
Yeah, and with our DVC now as well, probably the year after next, Kai probably won't be coming with us, or certainly not as frequently, so we'll be going a few times a year, so it makes sense to have the annual passes because of that as well. And
on the subject of being an annual pass holder, obviously for almost everything that we've bought here, with the exception of the outlets stuff, we got 20% off.
You do get that with being DVC members as well, though.
Is it 20%?
So there are some differences between some places, whether it's between 10%, 15% and 20%, depending on merch and food and where it is and whatnot. For the most part, they are pretty much the same.
Anyway, it saved us a lot of money.
Yeah, it did. It was cool.
Okay.
I'll let you go down the box. Hit them up in the shell.
Just having a rummage. Oh, this is yours. I believe that was from the outlets.
Yeah, this was like super cheap. But another notebook. I like notebooks. So I need to decide what I'm going to use this one for, as well as that one. But yeah, super cool.
And that was only literally like $3.
I think I might use this for some trip stuff and keep it for that. But yeah, so that's really cool. can't have enough notebooks. I'm old school. I like to write stuff.
I think we actually ended up with more from the outlets than I thought we did.
Yeah.
We picked up this Christmas decoration. We tend to get a Christmas decoration every year when we go to Disney World, although one year I believe we got a Universal one.
The tree's looking cool now, though.
The tree does look very cool because this has been a tradition for us since we started going to Disneyland Paris back in 2002. So every single year that we've gone to a Disney park, we have bought a Christmas decoration.
At least one Christmas decoration.
Yeah.
We're generally buying quite a few.
Well, this year we just bought the one, and actually, rather than buying it in the Christmas shop, we picked it up in the outlets. And what's amazing is I think we literally paid about $5 for this.
But it's glass. It's actual
It is glass, and the ticket price is still on there. It's $27.
Yeah.
So that was an incredible saving.
It is actual thick, heavy glass.
And it's this really nice traditional design which came out when we were in Disneyland Paris last year, and we picked up that really pretty metal sign.
And they did a
And
cushion that I really wanted in that kind of design as well, didn't they? Christmas one.
They didn't have any left.
No, they were in the outlets like months and months ago, and I was really hoping they had an extra like $5, but they'd run out.
Yeah, well, I would have bought them all.
So yeah, if anyone finds one of the Christmas cushions in the outlets, please get one and send it to me because I really want one.
Okay, what else do we do? I think you should talk about this one.
Well, this is just I had to get a Black Spire Outpost lanyard because Star Wars. I was actually really good. There was, we've spoken about this like in the podcasts, and there's a lot of merch in Black Spire Outpost.
Yeah, tons.
Loads.
Disney know what they're doing.
You've got no idea how difficult it was to not buy that Porg puppet. Like seriously, it's amazing. I don't know why.
I think.
Imagine it's on my hand now. That's how amazing it is. But you can move its wings and its mouth and everything else, and like give it a voice. And it was like in my head, it was going to have its own show. It was amazing.
Do you think you're going to buy it next year?
Yeah, I do. Probably, maybe. I don't know. It's quite expensive.
It was like $50 or something, wasn't it?
But it was super cool.
For a hand
I wouldn't
puppet.
have got it just as a plush. I'm not into like getting it because it was a puppet. You can like have a porg. But it's cool stuff. So I did really well. Just went pretty light on the merch.
Okay. I think there's more in here. Let me give you those. We're talking patches now. Patches. In fact, you can start with this one because this one came from the outlets.
So this is the Flower and Garden Festival. Now I think these were actually given out when you completed.
When it's food and wine, they do the thing with Remy around the different countries, and you have to like a scavenger hunt. I don't know what you're looking for during Flower and Garden, but it's the equivalent, and that was the prize at the end of it for this year.
But they were for sale. These patches were for sale at
the outlet.
The outlet. I have an allotment.
Yes, because you're an old man.
I know.
Puppets.
Look, it's cool, organic veg. So I will have these stitched onto my Carhartt dungarees.
Oh, will you?
Yeah, and look well cool. Disney's right up at the allotment. All the old people won't know what's hidden. So yes, we've got those.
Okay. This one's mine.
That's yours.
I actually picked this up when I bought the lanyard you just held up. It's a Batu patch. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I really like it. I like the colours, like the design. Very happy with that.
I got a Galaxy's Edge, again, landing 2019. It's a pre-opening patch. But again, had to get that. That's yours?
Oh, yes. This was so hard to find.
Really hard.
So everywhere where they had patches, they would have like a little display box with a bunch of them sewn onto.
And we looked everywhere.
Yeah, but this one was on the display everywhere, but it wasn't available to buy.
No, so it was always in the case or whatever, but it was not available. We looked in every store,
And
in
I'd
all the
given up.
mercantiles, all the parks, you name it. We went there and couldn't find it.
I didn't think I was going to get it.
And I looked in Town Square in Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Next to the phone, which wasn't working this year.
No, the phone hasn't been working for a while now.
No, I was really gutted. I was there for quite a long time and
Didn't hear anything.
nothing.
It's been working
But
for a while.
next to the phone, right in the corner, they have a patch display, and that's the only place I managed to find one.
Yeah.
After all the searching, so searching pays off. So if you are looking for one of these, check there and you might be lucky.
Yeah, but I don't know that they're bringing them out again because we did ask cast members while we were still searching and they didn't.
No, they
thought
they
were coming out again.
That was it, done.
But yeah.
You might get lucky if you have a look there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to end up popping this on my denim jacket.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
And I'm just going to sew it on, so if I want to take it off, I can take it off.
Yeah, most of their displays had them on denim jackets.
Yeah.
And you could buy. I know they had them in Mouse Gear. They had denim jackets like pre-patched.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
And they look well cool.
There were some really nice ones with some big Mickey on the back as well.
Yeah. And then we both got one of these.
Yeah, this is really nice.
So again, a Walt Disney World castle, Stars and Stripes patch. But they were super cool. They were $10.
Such a lot of money to spend on a patch, but
It
you're
is,
on
but
holiday, and we got 20% off.
But don't you find that when you're back home, like before you go and on your return, you think like $10 for that, and you look at all the stuff you bought, like really. But when you're there, prices are irrelevant. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But it seems to be the case.
Oh, look at this. This is an outlet item that we haven't yet mentioned. We've got way more on the outlets than I thought we did.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? I only got this. I won't wear this on a lanyard, and I guess that's what it's for, is to wear on a lanyard.
A medallion.
A medallion.
Mm-hmm.
Real Bee Gees style. That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, only because it's an Epcot one. Like anything that's
and it's Epcot 35 as well.
Yeah. Anything that's got Epcot on, I need to get it. So again, Epcot 35, and then Spaceship Earth on that side. It's cool. I don't know what I'll do with it. It might go on the Christmas tree, maybe. I don't know. But I had to buy it. Proper Epcot magpie. If it's shiny and it's got Epcot on it,
It's so true.
it's got to come home.
Okay. Right,
Let's get these. So we have, let's get these out of the box, lots of magic bands.
because we stayed in 3 resorts and you get one for each resort you stay in. Plus you bought one.
So yeah, so let's get rid of all of those. I did buy. I have so many bags. I got lots of annual pass holder merch. But it's the first time.
Are you a
tell you why.
merch snob?
I'll tell you why. I was a merch snob. No, it wasn't a merch snob. It's the first time we've had annual passes. So first time ever being an annual pass holder. So it was like I can get stuff. So anything that had. So they released this while we were there. So this is the Galaxy's Edge. Magic Band with the Millennium Falcon on that side, and then like Pass Holder 2019. But it's because it had the year on it as well, and to commemorate it opening, and because we were there for the opening of Galaxy's Edge, and because it was an AP one, so had to get it.
These.
So yeah, while we're on the Pass Holder subject, we got for food and wine. You need to go 3 times, 4 times?
4 times.
To qualify for the free...
On 4 different days.
Yeah, different days.
You can't just go in 4 times in and out on one day.
But then you qualify for the free gift. Now, at the time, we were staying in... Boardwalk. So it was just literally walk out of Boardwalk, through International Gateway, and you're in Epcot. So it's quite easy to do. So yeah, so you've got the pass holder coasters, which are cool. So it's a set of 4. They're kind of quite light and
they're very light.
Not, they're not.
They're not heavy.
They're not high end, put it that way. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to oil them, put some tongue oil on there, make them all waterproof, seal them up, and then we can use them. At the moment, they're not sealed at all, and you get them wet, they're going to fall apart pretty quickly. So they get oiled, and then So again, because there was 3 of us, we've got 3 of those. Literally, this is why our cases were full up, because there's so many different things that we got that, you never...
And actually, I know we said they're light, but all 3 boxes together are quite weighty.
Yeah, but you never plan for a lot of stuff you get when you're at Disney World, and that's what happens. You just come back with way more stuff. There's a few things that I planned, but a lot of it not. So I think we'll go through the pins in a minute.
This.
Oh, so I got this from Bass Pro.
You did.
Got to get something from Bass Pro. I wanted a Stars and Stripes shirt. They normally have them ready for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Or they've had them left over from Independence Day. But they didn't have any this year. I was gutted.
Not a Stars and Stripes shirt just to kind of wear to work or to wear to the supermarket. But we have friends that we've
all got connections to the States.
Yeah.
We've got family. We're lots of different things.
And we celebrate 4th of July together.
So at a barbecue, it's traditional kind of gaudy shirt type situation. So that was the plan.
But you couldn't get one.
But I got this cap, which you'll probably see because I'm wearing it pretty much all through the vlogs, because it's comfortable and keeps
I
air out
like
the
it
way.
too.
Before we do the pins,
Yeah.
I've got some things down here, which
Let's go for those.
So this was pre-planned before the trip. These were definite. This was happening. Come, hell or high water, we're going to get these. Well, I was going to get these. Did I say I was a Star Wars fan?
Maybe.
I'm a Star Wars fan. So, if you're a Star Wars fan, you've got to get a lightsaber. Now, I looked at doing the experience where you build the lightsaber. Now that experience is $200.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you build a lightsaber and you experience the building of it. Now I've seen the videos of that. It looks super cool.
It does.
And I think to have that experience would be awesome. And I think it's great for like younger, newer fans of Star Wars as well. But for me, I wanted a replica lightsaber. I didn't want one that I kind of made up and built myself.
You also wanted more than one lightsaber,
Yeah,
and so buying 2 replica lightsabers was more cost effective than just paying for the one experience and just getting the one lightsaber.
Yeah, so I wanted the Skywalker lightsaber, which was Anakin's, then Luke's, and now Rey's, and I wanted Luke's Skywalker from Return of the Jedi, because he didn't have his other one because he got his hand cut off and it went. Anyway, watch the movies. So the Skywalker lightsaber. So I bought a stand of 2. So they both have stands you get separately, but it means you can display them and it looks cool rather than just having a lightsaber rolling around somewhere. So the first one, I will say, they come in these boxes. So again, when you're packing, take this into account because this is a hefty box. I mean, head for scale, if that works. But they're really cool presentation boxes. They sit in there.
Is that cushioned?
There's like polystyrene with fabric on and stuff.
Oh, but it sits quite nicely in there.
Yeah, so you can keep them in there, and that works really well. That's cool. And they're pretty cool boxes, and you can probably use it for other stuff. Maybe more plants.
And on a practical note, you travelled with these in the hold.
So these went into my hold luggage. So I put these in my case.
With the lightsaber hilt inside.
With the lightsabers inside, as they were purchased.
And they were fine.
No problem at all. So that is the Skywalker lightsaber. You probably know it, watch the movies. And then I bought the Luke Return of the Jedi lightsaber as well. They are super cool. I will have to show you. I won't show you both of them. I'll just show you one of them. So you hold that. I bought 2 blades. You might have seen, if you follow us on Instagram, you've seen these.
Yes.
I love these. These are so cool. So get ready. If you listen to it, you connect it. If I put it in the right way.
Oh wow!
I know, it's so cool. And this is the best bit. You almost want to turn the lights out. Literally, like 6-7-year-old me would have killed for one of these. Oh, they're so good. Oh, that's amazing. So that's the Skywalker one. The Luke from Return of the Jedi one, that's green. It doesn't matter what blade you put in there. That will always be green. This will always be blue. Next year, hang on.
So, unlike the lightsabers that you build as part of the experience where you insert your own kyber crystal, presumably these ones don't have an accessible kyber crystal.
No.
It just
so
they're
a fixed colour based on the movie. So the Skywalker, so what is now Rey's lightsaber is blue. Luke's is green. Next year, I have to get Vader's lightsaber, which will obviously be red. and there might be some others as well.
But how many do you think there are in that replica section?
Well, that's so cool. That just doesn't get old. Well, there's quite a few because they do the original series, then they do like Rebels. They do.
This is quite a few.
They cover through, and you can get. I've forgotten. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. But basically, if you go into Doc Andar's Den of Antiquities, at the back, glass counter, and they're all in that counter.
Yeah.
The blades, they come in a cardboard box just to fit the blades with a bit of protection either end, and we carried them on. There was no issues.
On the plane.
They didn't count as any additional luggage. We had them both together. So we've got two blades. They were both boxed together, and we carried them on, and we literally led them down behind our feet. Under our chairs on the plane. But didn't count as extra carry-on. No issues at all. I think the airlines were kind of well prepped and understanding the fact that this was going to be happening. And the only other thing that I got to go with that, should I wish to carry them anywhere, is a bag which takes the lightsaber with the blade attached, all padded and whatnot. So.
And you just got cool. One of these.
Yeah, I think these can be quite hard to find. They sold out on the first day, and I know that they can sell out of these, but yeah, I only bought one of them, so I figured I'm not going to carry around 2 lightsabers at a time. So I think, is that it for the most part of like
I think it's just our pins.
Right.
To go now. So I don't think there's going to be any particular order that we need to do these in. Let's just go through them, shall we?
I'll let you go through the
Okay,
pins.
so I'm going to show, this one that I wanted to get for myself. It is the Disney D. I'm going to put a locking back on it and wear it on my coat through the winter. But I really like that. Really, really nice.
Talking about wearing one permanently on the coat, I've left it over there. Wait there. This
is your coat one?
Yes.
Which is no longer on its backing. This one was a bargain.
It was, what was it like?
It was like $7.
And yeah, so this was in the China Pavilion in Epcot.
Yeah, because it's a Shanghai pin.
But it's amazing. It's one of my favourite pins ever. And yeah, official Disney actual pin. Well, of course it's official. It's sold in Disney, but it's
There's 2 locations in the China Pavilion where you can buy Shanghai Disney pins. One is right at the very, very back of the main store, right at the back of the pavilion. There is a tiny little section.
If you go into at the back past the pandas.
Yes, past all the pandas.
Past all the pandas.
Past all the pandas.
On the left hand side, there's a checkout bit on the left. Go past that round to the left.
But it's a very small area. You have to really, really hone in on it. And the other place actually is there's a stand next to the Joy of Tea stand. There's a small merch stand that has all the umbrellas on, right at the front by the lake.
And there's some puppets there, things. Is that not the marionette?
No, that's a different place.
Oh,
a different place. But yeah, they were there too. And for some reason, the Shanghai Disney pins, as like a lot of the merch in the China Pavilion, was a little bit more affordable. So I think that's why it only cost $7.
But it's a good place to look for rare pins though, because they have pins obviously that they either sell in Shanghai Disney, or I guess from an outlet point of view that are now out of season in Shanghai Disney that they then bring over. So you'll find pins that haven't been on general resale in Disney World or Disneyland, like that one. So well chuffed with that.
Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. So we have a Wilderness Lodge pin. That was, I think, the only Wilderness Lodge pin that we did get with the bear logo, and that's actually embroidered. It's an embroidered pin.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
like
amazing.
Fabric set into
So that I really, really like. What else do we have? Oh yes, I like this pin a lot. Okay, this is an older pin. It's been around for a while. Definitely seen it in previous trips, but finally picked it up. It's the ticket book. So it's basically a lovely hinged pin. Inside you've got the old-fashioned style tickets that you used to get when Disney World first opened, where all of the attractions were categorised from A to E. E-ticket rides being your thrill rides.
Yeah.
That's why we still call thrill rides an e-ticket ride to this day. But yeah, love that.
Obviously, as we've already discussed, had to pick it. This was our first DVC trip, so I had to get a DVC pin.
Yeah.
And that is the new.
Yeah, funnily
logo.
enough, Disney actually sent us magnets with this design.
Last week.
Yeah.
So thank you,
Very
Disney.
nice.
But yeah, they're the same design as that, so that's cool.
We have another resort pin here. This is the resort pin from the Contemporary because we did spend 2 nights of the trip at Bay Lake Tower.
Which is amazing. That room, you'll see on the vlog, the room at Bay Lake Tower, my life is fantastic.
Yeah, it was really good. So we have a Wilderness Lodge pin. We have a Contemporary pin. Do we have a Boardwalk pin?
I don't think we do.
Why don't we have a Boardwalk pin?
Because I didn't want to get one.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Enough said. Disney D, Mickey Mouse, can't go wrong. Just love the pin, love that design, love that logo. That's some of the best design work that Disney's come up with.
Yeah, I love that.
It matches the magnet.
It does match the magnet.
But yeah, love that pin, classic.
And then we have a Mouseketeers pin. Really love this vintage style Mickey stuff. So yeah, happy we got that one too.
Yep. And then we did Not So Scary again this year. So this is one of the Not So Scary pins.
There were a lot more pin designs than you thought there were going to be.
There was. So this is the limited edition Oogie Boogie with Lot Shock and Barrel on there. So that moves. The pumpkins cover them up. They're behind there.
Oh, that's so cool. And we had to get this at a specific location in Magic Kingdom. It was in the...
Come on. Come on.
Oh my god.
You can do it.
The Emporium!
Well done. So if you go in from Town Square, at the front of the Emporium, on the left-hand side, check out on the back wall.
Of Halloween pins,
all on the back wall there.
All the limited editions have big sets, all that kind of thing. I mean, you could have bought all of them, but...
But if you go to Not So Scary, that's where
Yeah.
that's where you find it.
Yeah. We have a Food and Wine Festival 2019 pin. This is a limited release pin. That's really pretty. For some reason, we did not... Last time we were there in 2017, we didn't buy a Food and Wine pin, and we didn't buy
Not So Scary,
Not So Scary pin, and we did both, which just seemed wrong, so we had to put that right
Had to get them this time. Okay, you've got that one as well.
Oh yeah. Okay. I actually have a bit of a thing for these hinged pins. I didn't like them before, but I really like them at the moment. So this one has the Disneyland Sleeping Beauty Castle, and inside it's really heavy duty. I have a lovely, lovely portrait of Walt himself and a quote from Walt Disney that says, "It's kind of fun to do the impossible," which is a pretty awesome quote, really.
Yeah,
so,
that's a cool pin.
I like that.
Cool. We have then a selection of Galaxy's Edge pins.
Oh, do we?
Surprise, surprise. They're probably either limited edition or annual pass holder pins that we got on opening day. Well, this was just before. So this is limited edition we got before it opened. So this is a Landing 2019 Millennium Falcon pin. We have a Galaxy's Edge opening day pin with the opening day date on it. And again, that's a limited release pin. Then we have a pass holder limited release pin for Landing 2019. It's a pre-opening pin. And then we also have the pass holder opening day limited release pin. Sounds really complicated and convoluted, but some were before it opened, some were the day it was opened, and they're either limited edition or annual pass holder pins. But they're super cool, and they will go on our display. I don't normally get the Star Wars ones. We went through a spell. I went through a spell of getting Star Wars ones.
A lot of Star Wars ones.
But they're not really Disney.
We have traded a few of them away.
Yeah, we did a lot of trading of our Star Wars ones this year. But because this was the opening of a land,
it's important.
It was important, so had to get them. So that was cool. So that's our.
The box is looking quite empty.
Yeah. But we've got a couple of cool pins from Universal. So we've got, every year we get, a pin from the resort and pin from the parks and whatnot. So our Universal Studios 2019 pin.
I like that design.
It's a really cool pin. So that's one we got. The one from last trip was like a pennant design, wasn't it?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
So that's a really cool design. Really like that. And then had to get it because I love this ride so much. I love the smell, and it's funny because
you cannot mention this ride without mentioning the smell. It's like some weird compulsion you have.
So if there's a ride at Universal that has a very distinctive smell, what is it? Tell me now. Go.
Men in Black.
What are you on about? We all know it's ET. The ET ride is fantastic. I love that ride. Even though, like, it's old, and by today's standards, quite rubbish. I love that ride. Like, it's like proper nostalgia, and the alien that says "Welcome home, you've arrived." I literally want that. I want a pressure pad on my doormat, or like when I open the front door, and that little alien sings "Welcome home, you've arrived." Cool. That's just amazing. So anyway, an ET pin, because you've got to have an ET pin, and that's such a cool pin. So that was only 2 pins we got from Universal.
And I'd say the last thing was, this is just one of them, because we got Universal annual passes this year as well, purely for practical reasons, and that being because we went to Universal for the last 2 days of our trip, 3 days of our trip this year. We're going to be doing them on the first 3 days of our trip next year. So
with the same annual pass.
We can use the same annual pass. It means we don't have to buy tickets 2 years running, and we basically end up saving half our money.
And if you do it that way as well, you save so much money, because buying an annual pass at Universal is pretty much the same kind of price as buying a 14-day ticket if you're going from the UK.
So, and because I always see people asking, where do you buy your tickets from? How did you buy our annual passes
from Universal? I go to the universal.com website.
Mm-hmm.
I buy the annual pass there. Now the annual pass doesn't start, so although you'll pay for it, it doesn't start until you first use it. So when you get to the park and you pick up your annual pass and you go in, that's when it starts. So
and that's why it's worked out so well for us.
So we because we go for the same kind of 2-3 weeks every year, is if we start Universal halfway through our holiday. So on the first trip, we can use our annual pass for the last half of the trip.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the next trip, using the same annual pass, we can use it for the first week and a half.
And that's exactly what we're going to do, because we will arrive in Orlando 2 or 3 days before we actually check into Copper Creek at Wilderness Lodge. So at the moment, we're looking at maybe staying somewhere a little bit closer to Universal, so we can pack in a few days there and make the most of these.
So it just means for the same price you'd pay for the 14-day ticket ordinarily, is you get an annual pass and you can use it for 2 holidays. You essentially get 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Well worth doing. And there's lots of other perks as well. We got 2 of the seasonal passes.
Just the regular basic
and then
pass.
1 preferred pass, just because of the extra perks and discounts and stuff that you get from that. But
yeah, and there's a pass holder lounge at Universal as well, which we actually didn't go into.
We walked past it and looked into the door.
Yeah, I think the reason we didn't go in is because you have to pay for your drinks in there, and we've been used to the DVC lounge in Disney.
That wasn't the reason we didn't go in. There was we just didn't go in.
But we were kicking ourselves because you can pick up annual pass holder pins for free.
That's the reason we're gutted, yeah, because we want to get the pins. But we didn't go in just because of the hurricane. The park was so empty. We just, it felt a bit weird, so we didn't go in.
I think
that's it really. That's our merch haul. I think there's bits that we probably left out that we've
I've already remembered. There's a couple of things I've left upstairs. One was a Deathly Hallows scarf that I picked up in Universal. Really nice, really like that. And also, I bought another hat in Sugarboo. I bought a baseball cap.
Oh, you did, yeah.
Yeah, and that was really nice. A nice kind of trucker cap, burgundy and cream and everything.
I bought, and I've been wearing it a lot, which is why it's not here, is I bought a t-shirt in the outlets. The Hatter's Gonna Hat.
Oh yeah, that was like $10.
Yeah.
It was good.
But I've been wearing that on quite a bit. So, so that's in the wash.
But I think, other than that, that is all the merch.
So that is it. We've done it.
Finally,
we've done our merch
use
video.
this stuff now.
Let's put it all on now. Let's wear everything.
Or like in that
episode
and all the
pins.
Friends.
Yeah. Put on all the pins, all the t-shirts, all the
I think that's slightly excessive.
with both lightsabers.
But what we will do is we will put all of this away now. We will start wearing our clothes. But more importantly, very soon, in the not too distant future, we will be hosting a giveaway on Instagram. So if you want to get involved and you'd like a chance to win some nice Disney stuff that we picked up for you, then follow us at CharltonsDoDisney on Instagram.
And it's not, there'll be stuff in that giveaway that isn't from this haul either.
There'll be some extra bits as well, so yeah. I would definitely recommend you give us a follow and find out. If you enjoyed this video, then please do give us a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, then please subscribe and hit the notification so you will get a message every time we put out a new video. We've got more vlogs coming, we've got more home vlogs coming, we've got some more random vlogs coming from all sorts of things that we're going to be getting up to, and also we have a podcast. There is a podcast that comes out weekly, our After Dinner Disney podcast.
It's on a Friday night.
Yeah, and available on all platforms, wherever you listen to them. We usually try to get them out on a Friday evening so you can listen while you're doing whatever it is you get up to at the weekend. So yeah, I think that'll do it for now. And we'll catch you on the next home vlog, or podcast, or Instagram, wherever you want to find us. Take care.
Bye.